What happened to the loudest guy on TikTok? He's not in the hills. I think I'm gonna hate this video.
Cracky? You fucking cracky?
Remember this guy? He used to be everywhere on TikTok, and all he would do was yell.
What the fuck? Running on the fucking credit? The rip jokes are not funny. How the fuck would I be able to say that?
What's going on, Bart Parks? We're back with another fucking video.
You know you've seen him before.
Bro, I hate watching my TikToks. I fucking hate watching my TikToks. Oh my god. And I know it's like TikTok enabled me to transfer to like YouTube and Twitch, but oh my dude, like, and not like newer videos, like from like 2025, like, yeah, I'm still doing like the, you know, yelling, and I post, you know, once a fucking week, once every other week on TikTok. But dude, they're just screaming and just being like, oh, why did you do them then? So I could transfer to Twitch and YouTube, and it was doing well. At the time, it's like, at the time, I didn't dislike it, right? I think I still had some good videos too. Wait, there's one video that I really like that I made. Like, I made this, see, this is like late 2023. So that's like, there's some videos I made that I don't think are like...
Mess with me, I will let karma do its job. Mess with my family, I will become karma.
Kill my duo Fortnite play. Let's just say, I'm gonna get the Weeboo card. Now you hit the Gwitty on him after you scum him. Let's just say you mess with the bull. You're about to get the horns.
Like, something like that. That, like, those videos where I would just react to shit. Or, wait, I love corn. Like that one, this one's funny. But I hate how it auto plays the TikTok. Oh my god. Okay.
What can we do with all this leftover corn?
I love corn.
I also love corn.
Like, there's some videos I really loved making because it was just so fucking stupid. Like, that shit was funny, but I'm saying more so the videos I made where I used to, like, scream at ramen. Like, any video I made while I was a teenager. So anything from, like, you know, basically 17 turning 18 to, like, 19, maybe even early 20 years old. So, like, anything from mid-2022 and back, I fucking hate those videos. I despise that content. Like, all the videos I made there were trash.
My boy with the beanie would be screaming into his $2 headset like he just saw the fucking sash ringing, trash singing, hash slinging, slash, practically breaking his vocal cords just to get some bread. And hey,
I didn't get any money from that. I didn't make money on social media until I started transferring out of the shit content. That, like, the first 2 years on TikTok, I didn't make any money. There was no creator fund. There was no creator fund. Even when the creator fund sparked 20 million views prior to the minute creator. See, here's how it worked. There was TikTok, and there was no money. The only money I would ever make was, like, if I got paid, like, $200 to promote an app, right? And this was, like, probably when I was, like, 18. And I mean, that's not like a salary, man. I'd get like an ad a month for like $200. So I was just making videos for fun. And I wanted to transfer an audience over. Like 2021, I wasn't even making like minimum wage. Then, you know, 2022 started. This was when I started dating Brooke, like October of 2021 is when I started to do Twitch and YouTube, and I started to see like a level of income. Where it was like, you know, I was probably making like $40K a year. Like, if you tried to like actually add everything up from good months, bad months. And that was like everything combined from YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Like, I wasn't making a lot of money. Not that 40K isn't a good salary, but, you know, it wasn't like I wasn't making big bucks I had millions of followers. It didn't do anything. Then TikTok came out with a creator fund, and I would probably make like $2K a month on that. Which was, you know, not bad for making fucking short form videos. But like, I could get 20 million views, and I would get paid like $300, which is good, right? But it wasn't like, compared to YouTube or anything else, it was incomparable in terms of like how much money you're getting. Then the Minute Creator Fund came out. I made a bit of money on that, but I was already like, at that point, the Minute Creator Fund came out while I was already doing Twitch and YouTube. So there was just any money that I made on TikTok was just like me posting 2 videos a day. Back when I used to post 35 videos a week. I used to post 5 videos a day. And then I would post 4 videos a day, then 3 a day, then 2 a day, then one every day, then one every other day. Now I post like once a week, once every other week, right? Because I just do YouTube and Twitch. But all that content, like early, mid 2022 and prior, I wasn't really making that much money on TikTok at all, and if any. And I just hated that content. I was just doing it because I liked. I mean, I say this at the time. I used to be narcissistic. Like it wasn't about the money. I thought it was cool. Like I thought I was cool. Like it was fun to make a video that popped off, right? I was in high school and then I'm transferring and it's COVID and I just sit at home and be a bum all day. So I didn't have a job because I fucking quit at GNC and I was like, let me just stream. I was making fucking like $10 a stream for fucking 3 hours and I would just fucking like grind short form and just try and transfer an audience.
You gotta do it.
And then slowly I became not an asshole when I started dating Brooke and I started doing philosophy and all that shit. Then I started really grinding social media on Twitch and YouTube. Now I'm here.
What you gotta do. No shame in the grind. It was entertaining. Seeing Joe rage just made my day.
Did anybody at your school know you were making TikToks? Yeah, I used to get bullied.
But that was it. He was just the guy who would yell randomly at stupid TikTok shit. At the time, he wasn't seen as a creator.
Not bullied. I was made fun of. For, like, I wouldn't describe it as bullying.
Just another TikToker people laughed and scrolled past. But now, he's different. Showing his real thoughts and opinions about real things. He still has that iconic rage inside him, but now it's...
Well, no, now it's like, when I rage on stream... I mean, I don't know. I think when I stream, obviously, I'm an extreme version of myself, you know? Like, when I'm not streaming, I'm not sitting here yapping for fucking 6 hours straight, but I'm a very talkative person. I do try to make jokes all the time, even with my friends and stuff. Like, I'm me, but I guess an extreme version of that. And when I crash out on stream, a lot of people think it's fake. Like, no, a lot of the time I'm actually crashing out. Like, you guys are... Yeah, it's usually like chat or tech shit will piss me off.
It's more intentional. More deliberate, because behind all that yelling,
like when I was doing that fucking when I was doing that tournament for Party Animals and I was losing my shit, that is real. And I'm trying to pull up the clip so you might hear me echoing. That is a real clip.
He's on fire. No.
Let go! Oh my god! Like, I was getting physically angry. Bro, like, I get mad playing video games. Where's the one where, like, my face gets really red? Hold up. This is bad. Oh, here it is. I found it. Where did it go? Oh, my God.
Scrub Nugget said, womp womp, cry me a river.
I'm timing your ass out for a fucking month! That was the most mad I've ever been on stream. That was that...
Scrub Nugget said, womp womp, cry me a river.
I'm timing your ass out for a fucking month! No, but like, I'm not, like, people would be like, bro, that's a fake clip farm. No, I was fucking pissed. I remember because we were in the middle of shit and somebody was just rage baiting me.
Was a guy who actually understood the game. Looking back at his TikToks, we realized that none of it was random. Joe knew how to grab attention and, more importantly, how to evolve once he had it. And the wildest part,
it's not that I knew it, bro. Like, I had a lot of content that flopped. I just churned fucking videos, man. I posted like 6,000 videos. Motherfuckers want to start social media now. They're like, they'll post a TikTok every other week. Bro, you gotta fucking spam. Like, not shit post, but like, post shit. If it works, okay, great. You can run that for a bit. You know, don't fucking do the same monotonous shit over and over and again. Like, I did the ramen video so long, I fucking buried it into the ground. They all started doing bad. And when they start doing bad, I switch it up, right? You see TikTokers today, they'll fucking hop on a trend. It'll do well, and then they'll grind it into the ground and then just be like, TikTok's shadow banning me. I'm like, no, you rode the wave, and the wave crashed, and now you have to fucking hop on another one, dude.
Might only be the beginning. But to fully understand how Joe got here, we need to go back to where it all started, back to the beanie, back to, I mean, the hills, dudes. I've been in the hills looking dudes. Back to TikTok. At first glance, Joe's TikToks just looked stupid. Stupid and
No, I think that's even after first glance.
funny. I mean, the first one I ever saw was him trying to break pencils and completely fail, like, embarrassingly bad. I mean, I could probably do it. I laughed my ass off, not gonna lie. A grown man trying to break pencils and raging, that's funny as fuck. But I also
I was 19 in that.
oh great, another dude going viral for yelling and making dumb faces. I was being a hater, just to hate, because I was in my emo era. It's not a phase, Mom, it's a life.
Wait, is he saying you used to hate on me?
Sorry. Because let's be honest, anybody can pop off on TikTok once, do some stupid shit, yell into your mic, dance a few times, look cute like Joe, boom, 1 million views. I've seen dozens of people blow up on TikTok. Even some guy in my neighborhood went viral just for posting pictures of himself wearing sunglasses at work. What the fuck? Never saw him again in my feed. But Joe, he did it again and again and again. He kept showing up on my For You page. And before I knew it, I became a genuine fan of his absurdity and yelling. That's not luck. That takes skill. It takes timing. It takes no...
I don't know. I don't think it's like, I wouldn't even say it's skill, bro. I think it's just it's just you just know, if you just learn the trends, bro, and what people want to watch, you just run that. Now I think Twitch and YouTube is so much more complicated. I think TikTok's easy, man. I think I can make a no-face, I've wanted to try this for a video. Just make a no-face TikTok account and run it to 1 million. Like, I think... when people say, you know that clip of Duke Dennis where somebody asked him if he just, like, everybody mind wiped him if he could get big on Twitch and YouTube again? I think that's so fucking hard. You need to have a lot of reputability, and it's not easy to do that. I think TikTok, bro, you could make a clip account. I say this, bro. I think if I didn't do social media, I would open fucking 7 clip accounts for Jinxie, Queso, Kai, and fucking Ray and Rakai, and I would just spam 5 videos a day, just fucking clipping the shit out of them, and make money on that. Like,
knowing exactly who your audience is and what makes them stop scrolling, and more importantly, what makes them come back for more. But he didn't just go viral because he knew what people wanted. He went viral because he became someone people would never forget. A character, a brand.
That's why I did the beanie. I think the beanie really helped initially on TikTok because it made me recognizable. You knew, like, if there was a screen recording and there was a beanie, that it was me. And that was just by, like, circumstance. And that was because I couldn't get a haircut during COVID. And I should have just let my hair stay long because I used to have the fucking worst carrot cut you've ever seen in your entire life. But I thought my hair looked bad grown out, so I would wear a beanie because I didn't want to do it. And then, like, when I finally got a haircut, I still wore the beanie because it was just known. So I still just wear beanies in my TikToks because it just feels weird if I don't.
And the loud beanie guy yelling at his phone like it owed him money. You'd scroll once, laugh, scroll again, there he was. By the 3rd time, you might not have followed him yet, but you recognize him. That voice, that beanie, that energy, unmistakable. You weren't just watching anymore. You knew Joe Bartolozzi. But here's what most people missed.
No, they didn't know me. The majority of people that recognize me don't know me. The majority of people that recognize me, that know me from Twitch and YouTube, immediately know my name. You're Joe Bartolozzi, right? But people that recognize me in public don't know me. They go, you're the guy from TikTok, like the beanie guy, every time. That's what they say. So it's just like the TikTok Joe Bartolozzi is a character, and I think that hurt my personality actually, which made me more narcissistic because I became that character, right? I became just like an angry fucking asshole, right? Then I separated that, and then I was actually just able to, you know, slowly become my own person on Twitch and YouTube. But like that helped me grow, being a character, being somebody that people are able to like recognize outside of just like a person, right? And I think that character doesn't even necessarily need to be something that's detached from you. It just needs to be something that's associated with you that people can recognize. Like, what's another example? Like Leo Skeppy. Like, people, he has like such definitive and defined characteristics of himself that people love. And so they go to him because they know him, right? He's a unique person. Gerber is like a new guy that's blowing up. Yeah, like Gerber always wears the white shirt and glasses, and he always records himself like this, right? Like that is easy and like repeatable. And so when people see it, they don't immediately scroll because TikTok is an app of short attention span, and you need people to be captivated.
Joe wasn't just yelling for the hell of it. Like that time Joe was screaming at someone cleaning a toilet. That rage was real, but it wasn't random. It was a performance, an intentional outburst packaged as chaos. None of it was accidental. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the rage was fake, but I'm saying it was an exaggerated version of himself, built to entertain.
I think I'm an exaggerated version of myself now. I think then it was a facade. It was like, I'm still maybe more angry than the average person, but I was just farming content.
He built a character, one that was instantly recognizable, someone who wasn't afraid to go full Kamehameha on your ass if you did something stupid. He was unhinged, loud, screaming like a Karen, demanding, "Where is your manager?" And it worked, because it felt real. It wasn't polished, it wasn't pretty, it wasn't scripted or thought out like a TV skit. And in a weird way, it just made sense, because we were frustrated too. He was just screaming what we were already thinking. But just like most TikTok stars, after a few viral hits, the hype starts to fade. Think Charlie D'Amelio, Cobby Lane. One day you're everywhere. The next, the algorithm forgets your name. Joe knew the gimmick wouldn't last forever. He saw the view count start to dip, and deep down he understood. If he kept doing the same thing, he'd end up like the rest, just another guy yelling to a mic while the algorithm quietly moved on without him. So what did Joe do? He took a step back and started thinking like a man with a degree in philosophy.
I didn't have a fucking degree in philosophy then. Now you're just glazing. Yo, I have one now. At the time that I was at that crossroads where I needed to transfer an audience, I was like in my first year of philosophy.
Because, well, he literally...
That was my sophomore year in college. So this was 2021 into 2022. I had to start transferring to Twitch and YouTube heavily, which is when I started doing variety on Twitch. I started posting on YouTube actually. I would do collab content with my girlfriend. Like I was trying to actually like become me rather than a character.
He has one. He began asking the bigger questions. What's next? What do I actually want to build? Is this what I want to be known for? And instead of milking the same cow until its tits fell off, he pivoted.
I don't think I looked that deep into it though, you know? I think at the time, it was just like, I need to change this today. I need to change this today. I should do this content today instead. And then, like, looking back at it, my content's drastically different than it was, 2, 3, 4 years ago. But, like, in the moment, I was never, like, looking towards what I have now and, like, wanting to do that type of content,
Quietly, strategically, he started building something that could actually last. Not just a TikTok page, but a platform, a presence, a career where he could actually connect with the people watching. Because Joe Bartolozzi wasn't just trying to go viral anymore. He was trying to build something real. And that all started with YouTube. Having already built a massive following on TikTok, breaking into YouTube should have been a piece of cake for Joe. And in many ways, it was. But the truth is, TikTok's 60-second limit had been holding him back. When fans saw him talk past that
that was before they had the 3 minutes.
Limit, they were surprised, shocked.
My first YouTube videos, I keep them up just to remind me of like where it started, but they're bad.
Even.
They're bad videos.
This dude could actually talk. He wasn't just loud, he was funny, relatable, and weirdly charming. And his very first YouTube video, it was just him ranting about why he hates public bathrooms so much. It was still a stupid topic, but it was a chance for his fans to see more of him. He proved that he was able to...
I was still doing a character then. I wasn't actually doing me until I started doing I was still doing a character up until I transferred out of just doing Rocket League and Minecraft every day. Once I was finally able to actually get into variety and start doing just chatting and just talk, it like snapped me out of it.
Entertain for more than just 60 seconds, because Joe Bartolozzi can last more than 60 seconds, guys, come on. But what's even more impressive was his philosophy channel, where he talked about his beliefs, ideas.
That is so new. That is not even a year old. That's like this year. I started that philosophy channel in like January.
Even more serious topics like life and death, showing a completely different side of himself. More serious, more thoughtful. No high production, no flashy edits. Just Joe being
Yeah, I'll just talk.
Joe. But he didn't.
I mean, I still do that. I gotta record another one.
Didn't know much about how to become a full-blown creator yet. He wasn't some long-form content expert, but he figured it out step by step, grinding every video, evolving every time he posted. And this is what made him so smart. He knew how to grow with his audience. He didn't stay in the same place. Joe wasn't afraid of change. He encouraged it because he knew that staying in the same place with the same vibe of being loud.
I think it's also relatability. I think people like my reacts because they feel like they're watching the video with me. I think they like my philosophy because they realize I'm dealing with the same struggles as them, right? Like, you're watching me go through my own life struggles and my own, revelations, and I just share them, right? Every day, I say what I think.
Would just eventually lead to his downfall. But if you really want to see just how smart and entertaining Joe Bartolozzi is, you have to watch his Twitch streams. Not his clips, not his rants, the full-on reaction streams. Because I believe this is where he shines the most. Because compared to your average reaction channel like Sniper Wolf, where creators just sit there and nod and
I yap too much now. I actually think I yap too much now. I'm not even gonna lie. There was one video that I watched that was 8 minutes, and in the YouTube video edited down that I posted was 45. I talked for an hour about an 8-minute video. Like, my content has gotten longer and longer and longer. Like, the average video I post is like 40 minutes long. Like a full episode.
maybe fake laugh a little. Joe just brings way.
Dude, in half the video, I'm not even half the time I'm yapping, I'm not even talking about the video. It's just something that like segues me into a rant. But that's why I think people like the clickability there, because it's just like they'll click because of the topic and I'll talk about it, but I'll also just ramble about other shit. So I think it also fits like short-term brain attention spans, because even if I'm doing a 40-minute video about economics or something, half the video I'm going to be talking about like random shit.
More to the table. He pauses the video like every 3 seconds and yaps. Now, you may disagree with me on this, but I think when he.
It's impressive how good you become at just talking. I was talking to JoJo about this the other day. I think I could straight up do, like, you know how I do my pre-stream yap for a half hour? I think I could do a whole stream where I just talk for 4 hours. No reacts. Because I do the reacts to give me topics to talk about, and I think it's interesting to do that. I think I could just, like, flat out yap for, like, 4 hours and just, like, read one chat. Actually, yeah. I don't think it would be, you guys would need to, like, ask me shit. But I think I could come in and just, like, tell, like, dude, the story time I did about the slap fight, I talked for an hour and a half about just that, about like my experience on an airplane.
Does that, it just makes whatever he's reacting to better. This dude is reacting live, no script, no retakes, just a loose outline in whatever weird corner of the internet he's diving into that day. And somehow it works better.
Yeah, I think people fuck with that too. It's like, I think a lot of reactors stick to like the base ass Jubilee videos, cut, stuff like that. I'll watch videos with like 1,000 views about like why something is the way it is, and I'll be like, this is interesting, and then I'll just talk about it. Like I love those like random like stick figure sketch videos about like the top 7 snipers that have ever existed.
Than most pre-edited YouTube videos. He's funny, he's thoughtful, he's brutally honest. 1 minute he's yelling at some ridiculous TikTok prank. The next he's breaking down why something's actually dumb or harmful or fake as hell. He turns a lazy format into actual entertainment, and he does it in real time. Joe's fanbase didn't just come for the laughs. They stuck around because he gave them something real. No filter, no fake persona, just Joe figuring things out with you in real time. That's not just talent, that's skill learned over time. And this is what makes Joe Bartolozzi one of the smartest creators of our time. He was able to look at himself and say, I'm not the greatest yet. He had the humility to recognize.
And I don't think I'm the greatest by any means. I always say my content is like, I'm not, like, let me relate it to my vlogs. I'm not good at filming. I'm not good at editing. I have editors. I don't have high production value. I don't know how to do a lot of the stuff. And I don't want to build a team. I want to be me. You know, my employees are my editors. I want to be the face of the content. I don't want to have people doing that stuff behind the scenes like Kai and all these people. So when I do team reviews, when I pick out games, I do all that shit myself. I pick what videos I want to watch. I do the vlogs, and they're bad, man. Like, I love vlogging, but like, they're shitty vlogs. You know, it's not Casey Neistat. I don't have a cinematography degree. I'm just with a camera and I just yap. And I'm like surprised people enjoy them, but I think they just fuck with like me doing dumb shit. Like, it's just, I don't have like Danny Duncan level production. I don't have 4K cameras. I don't have $20,000 shit. Right? Like, I could get that, but it's just, then it removes the content that I make, you know? And I think I'm just known, like, for sitting in a chair, yapping, going on trips, doing stupid stuff, and it's just like, that's it.
There was more out there. That going viral on TikTok wasn't the end goal. He didn't just settle for what was working. He didn't stay.
I wanted to be known. Like, I'm not some fucking mastermind of social media like he's saying. I think I learned this on the move, and that's why I always say it's just trial and error. Like, I didn't have an end goal with TikTok to be doing YouTube where I am now. I just, like, took every day at its own and then scheduled a week in advance, right? Like, that was my plan.
Comfortable just because it pulled views. Instead, he took the risk. He stepped into the unknown with no blueprint on how to become a full-on creator. But through persistence, trial and error, and a willingness to keep learning, Joe built everything himself. He mastered his craft. He evolved. So if there's one...
I think you could say that about a lot of creators, though. Like Queso, especially. Not even trying to glaze Queso. I glaze him all the time. I think he's one of the most entertaining guys ever. He put in the fucking hours. He did the same goddamn thing. You know, clipping himself. I mean, he had a different spark. Like, I was a TikTok personality, moved Twitch. He was the Twitch personality that grew fame on TikTok and then moved it over.
Thing you take away from his journey, don't get stuck just because it's easy. Do the hard things even if they scare you. Take the risk. Chase the growth. Seize the moment. He started just as a meme. Now, he's a creator in every sense of the word. And honestly, I'm proud to say that I'm a genuine fan of Joe Bartolozzi.
I fucking loved that. That was very nice. Why is it auto-scrolling? I'm gonna like that. Please don't react to this. Yeah, a lot of people are spamming video session tab. That's why I wanted to watch it today, because I knew people would keep recommending it too. Z, thank you for the sub. That was a nice video.